Okay. This is a new platform for. Okay. All right. Yeah. Way to go, YouTube. Okay. John Giel. Imagine Loma said it. Tio will get a pass. Other channels want Loma punished for one word to AJ. I know facts hurt, but it's true. Some rando, the takeover. Um, but see, here's the thing. I think a lot of people target certain people. Certain people don't get a pass. I don't think Loma got a pass. I don't think he said anything wrong. See, it's a difference between saying something and meaning it versus saying something versus how someone took it. See, AJ took it that way. Didn't mean uh Loma said it in that particular way and meant it in that particular way. And then who's to know? So I think that's what we need to really understand about this whole scenario. Good evening, good afternoon, brother from Alabama. Hashtag bomb squad. Josh Goggins in this piece. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Alabama in the building. Ryan Watterson, Teofimo sounding more and more out there each time I hear him interview the last time. Ryan, I look at, the more I think about it, I look at Teofimo Jr. sounding more like senior. I think he's been hanging too much around, the drinking table of his dad. So that sounds like some shit his dad would say, sitting there drinking a bottle of rum or whatever the hell he's into. You know, um, to let's see. All right, so this doesn't. Hmm. Okay, if I'd have knew this, just kept the shit like it was. All right, so yeah, this is like a new. Let's see. Big love from Scotland. Dave Moran, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Jose Antonio Delgado, man, long time no see, man. How you been? But yeah, I think with Loma doing what he did, I just got out of the shower, guys. So is that fight happening, bro? With my man Taylor? Yeah, it's happening. And according to Tio, it's going to be his last fight. Which that's another thing I want to talk to you guys about. Why is it? Hold on a second. Why is it his last fight? Like, because it seems to me that he's actually deciding. He's deciding. It seems like T.O.'s deciding because of something he got off his chest. Okay. He got the fact that he blasted Timothy Bradley and Andre Ward. It was something that he felt that he should say, and he said it. Nothing wrong with that, because I can respect him for that. I can respect him for speaking his mind to give someone his opinion, or regardless of what it is. Like he said, I think you guys are biased. I think you guys are talking shit about me, and you guys all dick riders or whatever. I have no problem with that because, if he felt they were biased, okay. And he told them, okay, he told them, like, listen, I think this of you, Andre, I think this of you, Tim, this is how I feel. This is what it is. But I think that should be it, because there's no reason why you should ever want to leave a company because someone is critical or you feel that's criticizing you. If anything, you should want to stay there and make them hate you more if that's the fact that it really is. If you know you got known haters that are commentators that know they're going to break down your fights, okay? They're going to commentate your fights. They're going to commentate your performance. They're going to see what you do. The whole idea is if you're the fucking takeover, you should make sure that your game is extra, 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 extra tight. Because you have people looking for every and any little thing to see to bring you down, to talk shit about, right? So that's that. But at the end of the day, you want to leave. I think that's a bitch move. I think that's a bitch move. I think that's a weak move. I think that's a very sensitive, motivated, emotional, motivated move. So that's what I feel. I feel like, dude, you're leaving because people are talking about you. People are going to always talk about you. At the end of the day, someone's going to say something about you that you're not going to like. Now, if you can't handle that, that just shows what's up with your character. It shows how weak you are, how easy you are to break. I'm going to leave the same fucking place that made me who I am. The same ESPN top rank, Bob Arum. I don't know about Bob Arum, but he said he's not going to work. He's not going to fight on ESPN no more. So I'm thinking, where the hell are you going to go? Where are you going to go? See, the only place that I could see him going is the zone. And let's just hope that his dad didn't piss over too many people in that situation, because he was the main one that was saying, my son went on the zone. My son, the zone messed over my son. Right? BOK Prime? Okay. I guess he could replace Adrian Broner. Taylor going to win probably easy, and it's his first fight because he has made too much money already. Also, I'm from Scotland, Edinburgh. Shout out to David Moran. Hit that like button, says David. I reckon Taylor and Lopez dad will have a good row or two in the build-up. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be real good. No, but guys, yeah. The whole idea for Teofimo Lopez and what he did, here's the deal. He better win this fight, because if he's told ESPN to fuck off, if he's told ESPN, like, look, I'm done with you, I'm done with your commentators, I'm tired of you guys talking shit about me, so I'm gonna diva my way out of this. I'm gonna get the hell out of Dodge, and this is going to be the last time I fight on this platform because I've brought so much to this platform. Hell, I even brought Bud Light to this platform. Bud Light. So he's talking as though I'm leaving with all my attributes, all my accomplishments, all my motivational things, right? The things that I've built here with this network, and I'm taking this shit elsewhere. That's what he's saying. That's all he's saying. Like, hey, I'm taking this shit elsewhere. So guess what? How you like me now? But if T.O. loses to Josh Taylor, if he doesn't beat Josh Taylor, and Josh Taylor goes in there and knocks him out, some wicked, definite thing, he's finished. I'm just here to tell you, I don't have to beat around the bush for you. Okay, he's finished. Because you can't go anywhere that you're not wanted. You can't go anywhere talking about the strength of a loss. This is your second loss. The things you've done in your career was miscalculated. You don't really have a belt. You left the fight. You left the weight class. You basically pulled a Tyson Fury, but then lost. So you can't say Tyson Fury at all. But you beat Loma like Tyson beat Vladimir and got the hell out of Dodge, but then came back and got beat in your very next fight. At least Tyson Fury knew, well, you know what? I'm going to live this up or whatever I'm going to do, but I'm not going into the ring and just jeopardize my record or whatever. Who would you like to see face Josh Taylor? To be honest, I think he should move up or fight Jack Catterall because I love Josh, but that was a bad night, but I still got the win. Very lucky. You think he beat Jack Catterall? And if you think he beat Jack Catterall, you are truly a fan. Bud Light, seriously. I know, right, Matt? Josh Taylor will school him. Lopez got lucky fighting an injured man. Do you sell your merchandise, bro? I do, Josh. DeVille Kurt, see me there. Or Kurt DeVille. Inbox me, man. I got you. No, Jack beat him, buddy. Yeah, Jack did beat him. Anybody thinks that, man, both guys lost. So listen, that's something else. That's insult to injury. Um if T.O. loses to Josh Taylor, it will be considered really a back-to-back loss for T.O. See, they're not going to look at him winning that fight. Now, he did win late last year. He did beat a guy, I forget his name, Spanish fellow, right? He beat him, moving up to 140. But Sandor Martin, he lost. So he's what? He's basically 1-1, really 2-1. And if he loses again, he will really be 3-1. If you really look at it, because when people start looking, he loses to Josh Taylor. People are going to look at T.O.'s record just like the way it's supposed to be looked at. Okay, it's going to be viewed like this. Okay, T.O. lost to Cambosos. Okay, then he moves to 140. Didn't want to rematch Cambosos to redeem himself. Dumb. Didn't want to fight Loma in the rematch for a shitload of money. Dumber. Then you go to 140. You beat a guy that nobody knows. Then you get in there with Sandor Martin, and that the guy that upset Mikey Garcia, by the way. Then you scave away with an official victory, but you really lost because you let too much be known. You got caught with a hot fucking mic and asked one of your boys, man, do I still got it? Am I still good enough? You know, they got you on audio. So that's a loss too. And then you lose to Josh Taylor. So it would be George Cambosos, you got beat. You beat an unknown Latin fighter. Then you had a controversial win over Sandor Martin. Then you get beat by Josh Taylor. So people are going to look at that like, dude, you're 3-1. You are 3-1. And you got the fucking balls to sit up here talking about I brought Bud Light here. Dude, you got beat the fuck up at 140. You're 1-1, basically. Because see, Sandor Martin is no different from Zili Zhang. All he has to really do is beat the shit out of somebody else that's worth a damn. I had to fight a draw. Catterall took rounds off in the championship rounds. It don't matter. He was still up. And see, Tio, I seen him try to come on, but it was almost like the same mistakes Teofimo Lopez made throughout the fight is the same things that he was continuing doing in the championship. He just did more of them. You know, that lunging in left hook. I'm thinking like, damn, dude, I know you got he got famous for that, for knocking people the fuck out. I get that. And I respected that when he was doing it back at 135. But it was almost like you ran out of tricks. And then now you're throwing this left hook at will and missing at will. You're just doing it a lot of. Now, if Sandor was a power puncher, oh, T.O. probably would have been out. Okay. I think Jack won by 2 or 3 rounds. I think he won by, I think it was 8 rounds to 4. I think. Renee, praise the Lord, Jesus Christ. I resigned my correctional officer jail job because of a lot of corruption. I can see the bad side of people abusing their power just because they have rank and badge. Renee Padilla, man, bless you. I hope you get another job. Everybody, man, look out for Renee Padilla. He just really started. How long were you on that job? Maybe a year, right? 8 months. You know, when you were explaining, when I'm reading that, I'm thinking of, you ever seen Felon with Steven Dorff and Val Kilmer? Yo, that shows you a lot about COs, bro. I couldn't be a correctional officer. But one, why the fuck would I want to go to jail every day? You know what I mean? And if it's a female prison, what? You think I'm gonna be me being in a female prison? Dude, I'll be behind bars because it's gonna be some chick that's hot, that's gonna, you know, do something to make a pass at you and try to say you did something if you didn't do something. Right? No. So yeah, bro. No. I hope you find something else pronto. Pronto. Tito Trinidad beat Oscar De La Hoya. Okay, Anthony Von Wick, CP. Great commentary, young Kurt. Masterminds 96. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, almost 7 months. I know it was around that time frame. You know, man, I hate it. I hope the money was good. I hope you saved some money. Correctional officer, that shit ain't for everybody, especially people with a conscience, with a heart, with a soul, you know, with an uncorruptible mind. You don't have to be a stickler to just know what's right and wrong. I hate sticklers because sticklers are kind of one of those guys or people. They do things by the book to the point it's just retarded. It doesn't even make any common sense on why you're deciding to do this right then and there just based on, oh, well, that's the rule to do, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. That's a rule too. But yeah, man, I could get that. You know, I mean, that's why a lot of things happen in prison that shouldn't happen in prison is because of the correctional officers. You know, they are the ones that allow most violence and drugs and all that stuff to be in there. And you see enough of it. It's glad that you got out instead of get caught back in it, or, you know, get yourself in a situation where you piss one of the officers off. Now they're trying to set you up with somebody that don't like you, an inmate or something he's a lifer and he don't give a shit what happens to you or anybody else. So yeah, I'm glad you left, bro. Good call. I'm getting $4,000 back with all the comp time, sick pay, and vacation pay and everything. Great, brother. Hold on to it and stretch that shit like a big, thick rubber band, man. Okay, until you get that next one. School of 50 in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Strangingness came to the party late, but yo, let's go. Bars. Mastermind 96, bring the phone. I heard that. That sounds like a very hard job, to be honest. I was a butcher for 20 years, and I'm 39 now with 4 kids. Time flies. Well, yeah, butcher, man, you know, I mean, you cutting all the meat. They call me the butcher. Go figure, you got 4 kids, you know what I mean? You know? You're swinging that cleaver and that machete, fella. I'm ready with the machete. I'm a butcher. How many kids you got? 4. What? That sounds like a Kurt. Do you think that we have seen the best of AJ, or did he lose his touch? You know what? AJ, listen. I think this is what I think about Anthony Joshua. If Anthony Joshua doesn't improve with Derek James, he won't. Because it's not the fact that he didn't put up the effort, it's the fact that he just is not able and capable mentally to do anything new or to rejuvenate anything of old. There's nothing else to say about Anthony Joshua that I haven't said. If Anthony Joshua goes in there and he puts up a bullshit performance, there's going to be less and less people coming to see him. Okay. So there you go. We've seen what happened at the O2, but for what people saw at the O2, you think everybody from the O2 is going to want to come back to see Joshua after that fucking shit show? After that fucking cakewalk, easy pick'ems, breezing ass, nonchalant moments of mediocrity ass fight? Nobody's going to want to see that again. Nobody's going to want to see AJ fucking play a black fucking Klitschko. You know what I mean? So I don't think so, man. You know, so Jose Antonio Delgado, hey, it's either now or never. But it takes a while to come back from stuff. And I think he needs to stop and get off that high horse, though. Because if he's going to fight someone like Jermaine Franklin, he might as well fight someone like Frank Sanchez. If he's going to fight someone like Frank Sanchez, he might as well fight someone like Jared Anderson. You're going to fight someone like Jared Anderson, you might as well fight fucking Jarrell Big Baby Miller. You might as well do something to get your bearings back, to get you a knockout that makes you feel good. Because believe it or not, people, when he took Pulev out, he felt damn good. He felt good enough to go back in there or go in there with a Tyson Fury fight for an undisputed. Remember? Because he did that in 2020. He took Pulev out, his IBF mandatory challenger. He took that boy out. He dropped him 3 or 4 times. He made him turn. He can still punch. Don't get it twisted. It's just he got in there with a guy that's slick enough, quick enough, skilled enough not to get hit with flush shots. Yes, AJ did catch Usyk. He caught Usyk at times, okay? But those punches that he caught Usyk with, they were not punches that he knew that they were going to land. That's why it's so difficult. He might hit Usyk with a jab, but when he comes with that right hand, his head is not there no more. Usyk is programmed to slip punches even when he gets hit because Usyk is gifted. You know why Usyk is so gifted? Usyk is a guy that's trained that even when you get hit, you're still able to think and be coherent and be functional. So he might get hit, bow, with the left, but then he's moving from the right or whatever stance you're in. So he knows that. I don't think Derek James is an elite trainer. He could have picked a better trainer from the U.S. Like who? Teddy Atlas? No, he's too aggressive. Maybe Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields already, they've shared their monologue together. He was with Robert Garcia. You could say Freddie Roach, but Freddie Roach, I don't know if Freddie Roach, honestly, and I'm not talking bad about it, I don't think he's capable of doing that now. I don't think he's capable of having the hands-on with AJ that he needs. Maybe someone like, you could say Abel Sanchez. Well, Abel Sanchez thinks black fighters are boring. Okay, so you know what I mean? Like because he's taught black, he's trained black fighters, but you don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Made Pulev Purute. King Mike Hall counterpunch to you. Adari Pennant. Kurt, who wins Daniel Dubois versus Jermaine Franklin? Daniel Dubois versus Jermaine Franklin. You know, that's a fight I want to see. You know why I want to see that fight, Adari? Because Daniel can punch, but he's not as quick as Jermaine Franklin. Jermaine Franklin can take a shot. Okay, he ain't no bitch. He ain't no thin, skinned, chinned fellow. Okay, he's not that dude. He's a dude that goes in there and he looks to get his in his own type of style. I would like to see that fight though, because I have an Egan suspicion that Daniel Dubois can't take shit. There, I've said it. I don't think Daniel Dubois can take punches. I think his eyes mentally damaged. I think he's mentally damaged. I think his chin is not nowhere near it where it should be for being that way. If he gets someone that can punch or can accumulate shots, he's finished. And he can't punch him back. See, if Daniel Dubois can't punch you back, he's done. Atlas hates AJ, too. Would be another Robert Garcia situation. Yeah, dude, he'll be cussing AJ out and pushing him and shoving him. Shit. You let AJ had Teddy Atlas as a trainer when he threw them down belts of Alexander Usyk out of the ring. Do you know what would have been the case? Teddy Atlas probably would have, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking throwing this guy. You ain't got any fucking character? You talk about character. AJ, you talk about character, Anthony. Listen to me. Go fucking pick him up. Pick up the fucking belts. Hey, pick your shit up. Pick up the belts. I'm fucking disowning you. They would get into a, look, it would be a bad ordeal. Because Teddy would see that shit. See, Teddy ain't, let me tell you something about Teddy Atlas, bro. Teddy Atlas is not that dude. Teddy Atlas tells you what he expects from you being a fighter inside the ring as well as outside the ring. You can't be a punk, and Teddy Atlas is going to represent you and train you because, see, when he trains you, he's also representing you. When you're being trained by Teddy Atlas, you're damn near being managed by Teddy Atlas. You don't believe me? Look at Timothy Bradley. When Timothy Bradley lost to Manny Pacquiao, Timothy started to say something, and Teddy's like, no, don't say that. He was already in his ear like, no, you ain't talking that shit. Not when I'm being your trainer. Teddy Atlas ain't no, look, Teddy Atlas is not the dude that you want to play with because he's going to tell you what's expected of you inside and outside the ring. Guaranteed. And he's not going to play any games either. He's not. And so when Anthony would have pulled that shit he pulled with Usyk, that was a fucking shame you did. Pick that shit up. Pick it up. What are you fucking, all you fucking minions? Pick it. Hey, get one of your fucking minions to pick it up. Pick that shit up. You don't throw shit outside of the belt. You threw the belts outside. You wouldn't have threw them out if you fucking won. Dude, Teddy Atlas would have went off. So no, that's a bad, look, listen. That's a bad character. No, those guys, no. That's no. They wouldn't jail well. I'm sorry. They Watch and welcome to Counterpunch Silver. Appreciate the love, brother. Come on over at least 3 to 4 times a week now. I've got some new content on the members only. So welcome to you. Go to community, check it out. It's all available for you. We got personal stuff. We got ratchet stuff. We got exciting stuff. We got personal stuff. Again, so yeah, man. Welcome to the club. Watch MMA. Everybody join. Got some good stuff over there, man. Times, trips, everything. Even though Klitschko was boring, his clinch game in itself was a skill. I don't think AJ has the same level of dominance there. Well, here's the problem. If he would have started that way, that's how it would have been. He starts to pull that shit now. He's going to create and develop the same type of reputation that Klitschko developed. People hated him. They couldn't stand to see him fight. The last time Vladimir Klitschko fought in America, he fought Brian Jennings. He fought Brian Jennings at Madison Square Garden. Okay. He fought him at Madison Square Garden, and people booed from rounds whatever to the end. It sucked because all Klitschko did was jab, grab, reset, repeat the process. He did that shit all night. Whereas a guy by Brian Jennings was 19-0 at the time. He had earned his spot for one of those damn belts as a mandatory, and Vladimir Klitschko fought him. and it stunk the place to high heaven. Ronnie Shields, Freddie Roach, Sugar Hill Stewart are all better than Derek. Well, you're not. Look, listen. Bomac, maybe. Javon Sugar Hill is not going to fucking train AJ. That's just stupid. He's not going to train AJ. Let's be realistic. He trains Tyson. He's not going to train Tyson and AJ. How the fuck can he train them both at the same time? That's not going to work. AJ should get Roberto Duran as his trainer. That's a good 50-50 fight. Maybe Faber Franklin. Triple D has been exposed. Yeah, I seen Kevin Ladena, and I think Ladena was still on the take. I think he was just, they made that fight for Kevin, and Kevin was on board since it started. He made it look interesting, like he wanted to knock Daniel Dubois out. He came out with a sense of aggression, and he had to, he himself realized, yo, I'm going too hard on this kid because this kid ain't about shit. That's why they bought me to lose to this kid, because I almost knocked this kid out. Yeah. Jermaine's got the best chin in the division, in my opinion. Took multiple shots of the second hardest puncher. I need someone like Teddy to train me. I need to butt heads with my coach, not be told I'm amazing all the time. Strangeness. I feel you. I would want someone like Teddy Atlas too. And then see, here's the thing. I don't want Teddy Atlas to like me. I want him to respect me, and I want him to respond to the things that he's instructed me to do. I don't want to go out and have a beer with Teddy. No, I want Teddy sharp, in your face, on Anks. You know what I mean? Right there. I want him in your face. I don't want to pacify anybody because I'm good at that shit. You know what I mean? Hey man, you know, because I'm a cool cat. You know, I can hang out, and I'm a social being. I'm an extrovert. So, you know, by nature. So if any of you guys met me somewhere, we would talk shit, have a couple beers, and then we would talk like it ain't shit, just like now. You know what I mean? There wouldn't be any change in me. You know, I'm not one of those guys that only talk to the computer and then that's my only outlet to the world. No, I get my ass out, go out and get out and conversate and converse with other people. You know what I mean? And don't bring a box and it'll be all day thing. You know, so that's that. But with Teddy, no, Teddy, yo, I would want him like only on a professional level. Because I know, see, he would push you, and you know that he would push you, and he wouldn't play with you. Teddy wants perfection and professionalism to the max. Absolutely, he does. You got those big muscles, so use them. Courtney Jeffries, what's going on, Kurt? I'm just joining you live while I'm at work. My dude, it's always good to see you live on here, showing you love. Oh, yeah, that AJ and Teddy Atlas impersonation is hilarious. Well, that's how it would be. Man, Teddy wouldn't let AJ do that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And Teddy, like they asked Andy Ruiz, like, hey, no, they asked Teddy, like, Teddy, would you train Andy? And Teddy talked to Andy. Whatever he said to Andy, Andy didn't like. Because they asked him. He said, well, I told Andy, they called me. They called me and I told them what's expected. I told them what I want. You give me a week together and we'll find something out. We never heard a call from him. We never had a call from him. That's it. So, yeah, they didn't want anyone like that. See, someone like Andy, Andy and Anthony are they're in the same type of like personality. You know, they're not these shit talking. AJ's AJ can't get off the rocker. Then we're seeing that. We're seeing like, oh, okay, this AJ is not that, but AJ has some type of attitude or mean streak or something. Floyd, I don't know, because I think Joshua wouldn't want to get with Floyd. So let's say he Floyd starts training Joshua and he loses, then Floyd, you know what I mean? I don't think AJ wants to put himself in that situation or put Floyd, Money Mayweather in that position. Kurt, you a UFC fan? Some of it. I'm an old school guy, man. I like an Anderson Silva and Chuck Liddell. And, you know what I mean? Guys like that. Guys that I know. There's Teddy's the kind of guy to tell you you're losing on points if the 12th round. You better not. Yeah. But he wants to know it if you can take direction. And I don't know if AJ can take that type of correction. Because Teddy would tell him, AJ, go out there and fucking get this guy. You want to go home? We're firemen of men. Kurt Bomack would be a good boxing trainer for Moses Atoma. Yeah, he would. Shit, teach his ass how to switch hit. Teddy is a no-nonsense guy. He will tell it straight to you. Yeah. And then he'll cuss you out. And then he'll insult you. And then he'll quit you. He wouldn't lose if he actually does the dog house work like Tank. Let AJ get around Jarrell Miller and he's a totally different person. Well, I mean, he's just like that anyway. And Jarrell Miller pissed him off. Jarrell Miller just said a lot of shit that would piss anybody off, but it especially pissed off AJ because AJ wasn't used to that stuff. He wasn't used to that stuff. Let AJ get around. Okay, Kurt, who wins Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker? You know what? I'm going for Parker. I think Parker beats Dubois. I want to see where David Adelaide goes. Looks like an exciting heavyweight. Yeah. I want to see, though, too. I really want to see. But back to Teo, man. Teo, he better win because he's came out and talked about black fight. You could have all the black fighters. Like, why would you bring race into anything? So I was texting Showbiz, you know what I mean? Like, and asking him, like, dude, why is it with all these, what's up with all these things of people talking about, like, Teofimo Lopez? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's almost like you're trying to play the victim, but at the same time, you're showing that you're racist. You're showing that racist alibi or justification for quitting something or being upset about someone's opinion. Parker Dubois, an exposed fighter. Rejection at its finest. I think if the AJ versus Miller fight would have happened, we would have got hurt. He would have got hurt badly for all the press conferences antics with pushing AJ. I don't know. See, we don't know what would have happened with Jarrell Miller. And since he had that amount of drugs in him, he probably would have fucked AJ up. If drugs are supposed to do what people take them for, well, there's a good chance Jarrell Miller, if he would have slid by that drug test, which he wouldn't have the second, but if he would have slid by it, that version of Jarrell Miller, I think, was probably the best he was in the last 6 years. Because I think he was on the juice. I think he was purposely, intentionally trying to juice up, to hurt AJ, especially when he had that fight. Or what about Joseph Parker versus Charles Martin? Charles Martin and Joseph Parker. I'm thinking of that fight. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, you know what? Joseph Parker would ice Charles Martin. Kurt, did you see the McCauley versus? Yeah, something like it. And what position do you see McCauley in the heavyweight division? He's up there, top 10. Martin is weak sauce. Jarrell Miller wasn't a power puncher even with the same drugs. I don't think he did it for power. I think he did it for volume. He did that shit for volume to keep his heart rate up, to keep the wind going and flowing. So, you know, I think he was intending on fighting AJ with all that shit in the system. And just hoping nobody would find him. If you notice, T.O. ducked the Haney fight when it was on the silver platter. Yeah, I remember that. He didn't want it. He wanted to fight someone else, and that's what he got. Miller's got solid power. Okay. Do you think Wilder versus Franklin would be a good fight? Yeah, I think so, as long as it lasts. Do you think White crossed the line with his? Yeah, he did. Of course he did. You don't say nothing like that to public. You DM a motherfucking say that. You don't tell a person, I think you're a pedophile. Like that. Really? Do you think White crossed the line? Yeah. Lopez needs to fight George Kambosos and get his win back. Well, he's not going to do that. That's arrogance for you. He felt he beat him. Yo, I beat him, yo. I beat that boy, yo. I won this fight. No excuses. Oh, man. White versus Big Baby Miller is a great fight I would love to see. Yeah, and it would sell out, too. It would sell out. Where the hell is that? White has absolutely no filter. He sure don't. Gonna be a lot of trash talk, Renee Badia. It sure will. Kambosos would clobber T.O. I don't know. Because, they went back and forth. It was a good fight. I'm glad the right guy got the part. Or the part. the decision. But Teofimo, I think he should stop hanging around his father. I think his father is rubbing off on him because he's always around him. He's always there. He's always a distraction. I think Tio needs time for himself. Go to a library for maybe an hour or two and just chill, observe people, kids, outside park, people playing frisbees and all that shit. And you're chilling, taking it all in. That's what he needs to do. Miller KO's White Easy. Man, is Mike KO's White easily. Man, is chinny. Kurt, I would like to see Anthony Joshua versus Jared Anderson. Yeah, that would be something. And if AJ loses to Jared Anderson would skyrocket his ability. People would love him. People want to fight him. People would be ready to do a lot of things. But as of AJ, no, he's done. Strip Tyson Fury of his belt for ducking Usyk. Can't. I wish I personally could. Be like, ding dong. Yeah. Hey, man, hey, can you sign right here? What is it? Can you get you to sign? You've been served. Motherfucker. Jared did give Fury the business in sparring, so he ain't a terrible coach to test your abilities. Usyk walked, will never stand up in a court. Solomon won't strip Fury because he wants Fury and Wilder 4. He wants something that he knows he can make a profit off. Yeah, we be crooks. You tell him, Renee. Yeah, crooks. But yeah, I think that's what T.O. should do, man. T.O. should leave the racial things out of it. If he's not racist, he's looking like one. So I think he should, stop with all the race baiting because that's all it really is. You're bringing energy to yourself as well as people that support you, and it's not the good type of energy. So yeah, I think T.O. should leave the racist shit out, and I think he should go and continue at 140 and make a name for himself there. And stop pretending like you've already arrived, because you haven't. You're in another weight class, and a lot of people in your last fight thought you lost. So he's kind of in the same boat as Anthony Joshua, to be honest. It's just Anthony Joshua beat the guy decisively. He didn't. He stole his shit. So, but Tank not fight should be Stevenson. Tank's next fight, it's not going to be, though. It's going to be Rolly Romero. They're going to stretch that guy out and knock him out, Rolly Romero again. And that'll be it. And they'll see about having another fight. Feel little to nothing. Regis would mop Tio. Well, we got to see it. If the fight happens, Frances Ngannou would be perfect to play Ike Barabucci. I agree. Won't be surprised if Wilder stops fear in the fourth fight. Anything's possible. Regis would retire Tio. Al would still do a stadium here. Yep, that was all eyes, people. But as far as Teofimo goes, I hope he chills out. I hope he realizes something. And if he goes and does another video, that shows a lot about him. But I don't think a kid to this degree would ever do that. But anyway, you guys, I thank you guys for coming on to the show. God bless all of you. Kick back, relax, and everyone has been counterpunched. Peace.